Die Analogtage 2025. Klickt euch durch unsere digitale Bibliothek der analogen Themen. Wir kommen zurück zu Sky Analog. Die Frage ist simpel, aber der Hintergrund dann noch ein bisschen kniffliger. Warum klingen Tonabnehmer so unterschiedlich? Das hat sehr viel mit Dämpfung zu tun, mit Material zu tun, mit Feinabstimmung. Wie die Unterschiede zustande kommen und auf was ihr achten müsst, zeigt uns Aaron Leung. Er nimmt uns wieder mit nach China, ist der Juniorchef von Sky Analog. Bitte.
Phono cartridges are often considered the most sophisticated, critical, and most sonically significant component in the vinyl playback system. Why? Simply because the cartridge is the only part that physically interacts with the groove and directly reads the information from vinyl. That raises a big question. Why cartridges can sound so different? Most people assume it's mainly about the pickup system, that is, the cantilever and stylus. That's true, it is important, but at the very core, the real game changer is actually the suspension system. Here's an analogy. The suspension in the phono cartridge is a lot like the suspension on a motorcycle. The pickup system works like the tires, constantly tracing and picking up vibrations from the road surface, just as the stylus reads every groove of a record. Now, every engineering design involves trade-offs depending on the application. Vinyl playback is more like riding on an off-road situation, full of bumps and irregularities. As the stylus travels through the groove, the suspension has to make sure that the coils convert those groove vibrations into an electrical signal as accurately as possible. That means preserving frequency response, phase accuracy, and dynamic. If the suspension is too soft, the system becomes overly sensitive to low-frequency resonance, leading to a loose sound profile and blurred imaging. If it's too stiff, the stylus struggles to check high-frequency details, sometimes even mischecking, which makes the sound darker and narrower spatial image. Suspension design is also tightly connected to the parameters of tone arm, especially its effective mass. With the right system matching, the checking force have to be set at the correct range, similar to adjusting preload in a motorcycle suspension. If preload is wrong, the system's resonance frequency may fall into the audible music range. At the same time, psychoacoustic studies show that in a typical home listening environment, with a listening distance of 3 meters or more, the direct sound defines the skeleton of the soundstage, while reflections shapes the sense of space and atmosphere. That's why the suspension design must faithfully preserve the full vibration information from the grooves and ensure precise phase accuracy. With more refined transient control, it can deliver superior dynamic response and greater detail resolution. Most cartridge suspensions are made from rubber compounds, but each manufacturer employs different formulations, curing methods, and additives. These variations affect properties such as elasticity, damping coefficient, and long-term stability. As a result, the sonic outcomes can differ significantly. The balance of compliance and damping shapes the tone of sound, affects how fast transients respond, controls background noise, and delivering fine details. Now, let's talk about Sky Analog's Yen suspension. Here is what makes Yen stand out. First, it's all about material science. We started with a hybrid natural rubber formula and applied precision treatments, such as secondary vulcanization, to optimize elasticity and damping. Two distinct types of rubber were combined to handle the full range of frequencies. Second is a decade of dedication in pursuit of balance. Extensive testing and listening sessions fine-tune how the suspension interacts with the pickup and coil system, achieving an incredibly low checking force while preserving every nuance, dynamic, and spatial cue of the grooves. Finally, tailored variants for every system. The whole Sky Analog product line employs customized versions of the Yen suspension, ensuring that each model delivers precise checking, exceptional clarity, and rich musical detail. It all serves our name, Sky Clear Analog Reproduction.